I'm Daniele, I'm building Manafront, a card game, and let me explain you why it's not gonna be a physical game first. So, let me explain you why Manafront is not gonna be a physical card game first. Despite having prototyped physically, it's not gonna be a great move if we start physical first. And let me explain you why. So, once upon a time you had Magic, the grandfather of all card games. After that, the main card games that we know and the one that tops the chart every time, they are all connected to already famous IP. You can imagine like Yu-Gi-Oh! That comes from an anime, Pokemon that comes from a video game and then an anime. You have One Piece that comes from a very popular manga anime series. You have Lorcana that just takes everything from like the Disney IP universe and make it a card game. Star Wars Unlimited, and so on and so forth. And I don't think that having the majority of the popular card games coming from a popular IP is just a random occurrence. There must be something to it. And I don't think replicating the same go-to-market would be smart. I think nowadays you should go digital first and then after physical, because adoption. Adoption is everything, and let me explain you why. So even with the most popular card games, it can be quite hard to find other people to play with. And even the most popular one, like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, and you cannot really play them every day or like multiple times a week unless you live with somebody that is passionate about those games and you can play them together. So it's hard to build a card game without a community, and it's hard to build a community without having regular play. And that's why I think nowadays card games should go digital first. 100% digital first. Why? Because you get an easy way for people to start approaching the game and learning the rules. You can find people to play with more easily. You can play the game during your downtimes. When you have 10-15 minutes to kill, you can hop in, find somebody online and play. I think that's really a must. I think this is especially important for games that do not have a pre-existing fan base and IP that can adopt those games. So for example, you have like One Piece or Star Wars fans that are like super excited about those franchises, and when a new card game comes out, they're gonna be enticed to play the game just because of the IP. But if you don't have the IP, you are mana screwed, and you're just screwed. Distribution is one of the hardest things in every circumstance. Like, it's incredibly hard to make anything become popular and adopted. So Manafront is going digital first, and this is a sneak peek. Boom. So yeah, I started working on it. It's gonna be an interesting journey. Also explain the technology behind. There is some technological part that is new to me, and I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, how to make a game that it's like fast, safe, engaging, with rules that can be codified in a way that do not result in the rules to be boring, but also that are manageable. So yeah, so I'm super excited for this challenge, not only to build a card game, but also to build the technological stack to build the card game around, because I think that's super cool and it's super interesting. So if you are also excited to follow the journey in developing a card game and discovering the technological underpinning of the game, follow along for more episodes. And yeah, after this small quick rant, have a good one. See you next time.
Cards on the table, rules in the air. Balancing this game, it's a wild affair. Manafront's a puzzle, but we're pulling hair. Play tasting chaos, who even cares?